Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Ketubot, page 36, which discusses the tragic situation where a woman is kidnapped and held in captivity. Fortunately, she eventually becomes freed. But the question is, what happened to her while she was in captivity? What happened to her as far as was she violated? And the law is, in order to be able to receive, as this chapter discusses, the financial benefit of kanas, which is a penalty for a person who physically violates a woman, it's necessary that she was never once with a man. And the question, therefore, is whether or not, while she was with these people in captivity, what the law is, and will she in fact receive this monetary payment now that she is freed. Now, according to the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda, he says that we consider her as sanctified and holy. In other words, we say that she will therefore receive this money. And it's discussed exactly what is the logic behind Rabbi Yehuda. After all, he may not necessarily know exactly what happened. And on this, the Talmud gives a very fascinating answer. Even though there is a doubt exactly what exactly transpired, the Talmud says, and this is something which is often said throughout the Talmud, that we're still going to make these people pay. And the reason why is because they are sinners. They are people that are corrupt. These are criminals. And we don't want some loophole to take place to free them from the obligation to have to pay her. Instead, we say that we do not want the sinner to sin, and instead of being punished, to be in some ways rewarded, or for nothing to happen to them. So it's very fascinating that even though sometimes we're unsure whether or not technically there should be a punishment, but we're going to err on the side of making sure that people who've committed crimes are going to pay the consequences. And this concept of Shliyah Hechait and Nisker is very logical, because life very much is connected with incentives. If a person is rewarded, so they're more likely to do the right thing. If a person knows there's consequences for their actions, maybe they'll think twice before doing them. And this is the idea what the Talmud is saying, that we want to make sure that people know that when a person does something wrong, they will be punished, and they will not therefore think that crime does not pay.